Question 4. Draw the reflection of the shaded shape in the mirror line. You may use a mirror or tracing paper. Now there are actually 3 ways you can do this. Way number 1 would just be to use a mirror. So if you get your mirror and place it on the mirror line, look into the mirror, and what you see inside the mirror is what you need to draw on the other side of the mirror line. And some people can more than happily do it this way. The second way of doing it is to take each corner, count the distance to the mirror line, and then repeat that same distance on the other side of the mirror line. For example, this corner is 1 whole square plus another half a square. So that's 1½ squares to the mirror line. So we need to do another 1½ squares on the other side. So there's the half and there's the 1. So that corner would go there. This corner is 1, 2½ So this is 2½ squares to the mirror line. So 2½ squares, there's the half and there's the 2 would go there. This corner down here is 2 whole squares, 1, 2. So 1, 2 would be there. And you can see we're slowly building up the shape. This corner here is only 1 square to the mirror line, 1 square on the other side is there. And there are 2 or 3 other corners that we haven't done. Some of you may be able to do it now, but if you want some extra corners, let's just get a different colour to try and avoid confusion. This corner here is only 1 square to the mirror line, so 1 square on the other side is there. This corner here is 1½ squares, so 1 plus another half. So there's your half, and there's the 1. Down here, this corner is 1, 2½ squares. So there's the half, and then another 2. 1, 2, there. And the final corner is this one, which is 1, 2 full squares. So 1, 2 full squares will be there. Now, as you can see, we've successfully counted the gap from each corner to the corresponding corner on the other side of the mirror line. So the gap from the corner, then do the same on the other side of the mirror line. All you've got to do now is join everything up. So joining this up, we should get this sort of shape here. And there's your reflection. There is a third way you could have done it, and the third way to do it would have been to trace the original shape, but also trace the mirror line. And then once you've traced everything, flip over the tracing paper. Now when we say flip it over, we do not mean rotate it. They are 2 different things. Flip it over. And once you've flipped it over, you should get something that looks like this. Now, for the purposes of this demonstration, we've actually left on the writing mirror line, and you may use a mirror or tracing paper at the top. Obviously, you don't have to trace the writing, but we're just trying to show that we've actually flipped the whole thing over. Once you've flipped it over, place the mirror line, which is here, back over the mirror line, and you should then see where to draw your shape on the other side. And this is the original shape that you traced, but because we flipped it over, it's now ended up on the other side of the mirror line. It's crossed over to the other side by flipping it over. And all you would have to do then is peel up the tracing paper and carefully mark each corner by peeling it up and putting a pencil dot on. And once you've marked each corner, just join it up. So there you have it, 3 ways of doing it. Way number 1 is just to use the mirror, look inside the mirror, and what you see on inside the mirror is what you draw on the other side. Way number 2 is to count the gap from each corner to the mirror line and then repeat that gap on the other side. And way number 3 is to trace the original shape, including the mirror line, flip the whole thing over, place it back over the mirror line, and then redraw where your shape needs to go. 3 different ways of completing that question.